Happy Thursday, Lions fans. We got some really good news to talk about Lions and Ravens game. We're going to get into the injury reports. Good news, and we're trending finally in the right direction. So we're going to get into that. Keys to victory uh, for the Lions versus the Ravens. Is this a must-win game? All of that in today's video. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I'm not even going to do an intro. Generally, I don't, I do, but it's one of those days. It's like, you know what? Let's just get straight to the information. Y'all sometimes just want that to happen. So here, we got some practice and an injury report here. Obviously, running back David Montgomery is not practicing. He won't be playing in this game. We all know that injury he sustained versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, some cartilage damage to his ribs, expected to miss a little bit of time. We all knew he was not going to be playing this game. Jonah Jackson still not at practice. So now it's looking like he's not going to be playing in this game. They could do Awosika there at left guard. They could do Big V over there at left guard. They have options there. Look, the Lions offensive line did pretty good against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No matter really who's in there, they continue to do well. So it sucks that Jonah's probably not going to be in the game. With that said, it's something that we've been dealing with all year. I mean, we haven't had starting offensive line play since week 1, so it's nothing new for our football team. But those are the players that did not practice. That's it. That's great news because there's players who were limited in practice. It's funny, Teddy Bridgewater limited in practice. Not sure what happened there, but it doesn't really matter. He's not the starting quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs, practice. Very good news because obviously with David Montgomery going down, you want your running back who we got in the draft to be able to cover for him. And Craig Reynolds, upgraded from no practice from Wednesday, limited. Sounds like, it feels like though those two are good to go. That's great news. I felt like Gibbs was going to play in the game, but then Reynolds got put in the injury report, but he came back to practice. Fan-freaking-tastic news. Look, when you lose Montgomery, you need to have a Craig Reynolds. You need to have a Jahmyr Gibbs. One of these guys in there to help it out because we're getting really sus on the running back position regarding the injury. So looks like we're going to have two in there. That's fantastic news. We need it. We need it going against the Baltimore Ravens, a really good football team. We need to have running backs that can get it done. So that's good. Sam Laporta, limited in practice. We expect him to play. He was injured last week. He played. He's going to be playing in this game on Sunday. But each day gets better for him, for sure, because he has the calf injury, and I think it did hurt his production, how he played versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. James Mitchell, limited in practice as well, so that is good. He's been dealing with a hamstring injury. Maybe he can go. If that's the case, you would have Mitchell, Brock Wright, Sam Laporta. We would be full strength regarding the tight end position. And look, you may think of James Mitchell as nothing burger, but when you're going against a top defense, the Baltimore Ravens, every single person counts. Maybe he can get out there and make some plays for sure. Huge. Joshua Pascal. Awesome. Limited in practice. Waiting for him to come back. He's in the evaluation period. Maybe he can go. Don't know, but he's getting healthier, and that's great for the Lions' defensive line. Remember, he made that big play versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Huge. Brian Branch practicing as well. Major good news. Brian Branch, I think he's going to play in that game. We definitely need his stud and star power, Baltimore Ravens. He's a stud. He's a game changer and a game wrecker. Looks like he's coming back. Great news. Frank Ragnar, he's full practice. He's been dealing with the toe stuff, we all know. Good to go there. The Detroit Lions are finally trending in the right direction regarding the health. And this bye week cannot come fast enough. Great bye week, perfect time. We just need to get past this game. We just need to get past the Baltimore Ravens game. Some of these guys that's been dinged up, like Montgomery and Jonah Jackson and all these other individuals, we can get past it versus the Raiders game. We can. It's a game like this, the Baltimore Ravens, a little bit difficult. So we get past this game here, rest up for the Raiders, and then you got your bye week and be good to go versus the Chargers. And then you're going to have a team that's near full strength, and that would be fantastic because we just haven't seen it yet. Keys to victories for this game. I think that you're going against a great team here. the little things are going to count in this game. We're talking about field position, punting. You're going to be able to punt in this game, and we got to be able to get good field position and and pin back the Ravens offense. It's going to be a game. It's going to be a close game, in my opinion. It's going to go back and forth. Not a lot of scoring in this game. Heavy defense, so field position is vital to me for the Detroit Lions. Turnovers. We have to get turnovers in this game, and that's why Brian Branch coming back is big. He's a game changer. If the Lions can get a couple turnovers here on defense, that would be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You know, their Ravens have shot themselves in the foot a little bit in the past couple of weeks. We got to take advantage, and we cannot shoot ourselves in the foot. Traveling on the road to Baltimore, big deal to get those turnovers. And for Jared Goff just to continue to be Goff, right? Don't take no crazy chances. If it's not theirs, throw it away. It is okay to punt. And he's been doing a really good job just throwing the ball away if it's the play's not there. We don't need to be taking any crazy risks in this game. And I think, like, consistently going forward on fourth down is probably not in the game plan. We got a defense like this. Now, look, if you're at their 35, that's different. But if you're at our 40, let's not take the chance in this type of game. So be sound and fundamental. This is not a team that you want to play around with. They got a great defense, and the odds of getting a first down, on your own 40, it could hurt you a little bit. Definitely could hurt you. Need to be spreading the football around in the air. This is one of those games where the matchups do count. So maybe if a James Mitchell can play, he could be someone that Sam Laporta. We're talking about Khalif Raymond. Spread the football around to whoever is open because it's going to be tight coverage throughout. And you gotta attempt to run the football. I'm not saying that, look, if it's not there, it's not there. But attempt to do it. They're a good run defense. Look, if it's not there, there's other ways to get the football, right? You do jet sweeps in the run game. Get Khalif Raymond the football. Somehow get Jahmyr Gibbs in space. You can still run the football by not being the normal, right? You're the running back in the backfield, just hand it off type of thing. There's different ways that we can give them the football to make those plays. And I think that's going to be one of those games here. You have to kind of like think a little bit more than the average. A team like the Panthers or the Raiders, I think you don't really have to be too creative. I think you're just a better football team. You have more talent. But there's a lot of talent in this Baltimore Ravens team, so it's going to be quite difficult there. So I think just being fundamentally sound. Again, no flags. We can't hurt ourselves in this game. We can't consistently hold or offsides, any of that type of stuff, pass interference. Just be fundamentally sound. Fundamentally sound. Keep Lamar Jackson from making big plays with his legs. Force him to throw the football. Have him attempt to beat us in the pass. He consistently runs with his legs and get those first downs. It's going to be demoralizing, especially on third down. So don't let that happen. Don't let it happen in this game. Contain Lamar Jackson. You contain him, you have a chance to win. 110%. Because at some point, right, even if there's a punt fest in this game, at some point someone's going to make a mistake. Let's not be the team that makes the mistake. Let's not fumble. Let's not throw an interception. Let's not do something stupid. Again, a game of field position and making the less mistakes because two teams have a lot of solid talent in there. It's going to be back and forth. I don't think it's going to be too high scoring. Just go to Baltimore, pull off the win. With the Lions, they do that. You're 6-1. It's gravy train from there. That stress will be a lot less. It would be a lot less. And you can pull the win on Sunday. The sky's the limit for this football team. Sky's the limit. Legitimately, if the Lions win on Sunday, the Lions have a chance to get that number 1 seed in the NFC. That's the importance of this game. And look, even if the Lions lose, I can tell you I feel strong chance that they can do that because of the schedule. But if you get that win on Sunday, it just improves it. Because every game counts at this point, right? When you're talking about seeding, you're going to have the San Francisco 49ers and Eagles up there. Very close record. So we need to make sure that we have the better record. And Dan Campbell said last year, all roads lead through Detroit. If you can do that this year, you can be the number 1 seed, and everyone's got to come to Detroit. Lions can legitimately make the run to the Super Bowl. They can. Because you're going to take on the worst. You're number 1, you take on the worst seed. So that's what it's all about, is hosting the playoffs in Detroit. And it would be, I can't imagine how crazy it would be loud at Ford Field in the playoffs. So be sound in this game. I know the Lions, the players, they're not looking past it. They're not being stupid. They're very smart. This team is sound. You got great coaching, smart players. It's be a great game on Sunday. Enjoy this game. It's the 1 p.m. game. Enjoy it. If we lose, don't think the Lions, it's the same old Lions, folks. Okay? It's a good team. It's a good team. So I want the Lions to win big time. I do have them winning this game, 23-21, but it's going to be close. You win this game Sunday, people talking Super Bowl in Detroit. I'm telling you that right now. That would be the narrative because it's getting close to it right now. People call the Lions Super Bowl contenders, but you go to Baltimore, a 4-2 team. They're in the AFC North. They're the top dogs there. You go then beat them up. Then this is the best defense you're going to face all year. Then you have a real good shot to win the Super Bowl. Or not win the Super Bowl, but at least get to the Super Bowl, right? You hold that number 1 seed. So it's crazy to be talking Super Bowl and Detroit Lions, but that's what the position we're in right now is seeding. And we got to hope 49ers lose, even though they're going to beat the Vikings. They play the Vikings this week, and they're going to demolish the Vikings. But you want the Eagles to lose. You want the 49ers to lose. After this game, I think it's Monday night that they face each other, and yeah, I want the 49ers to beat the Vikings to end it, right? To end that team. I still want all the Chicago or all the NFC North teams to lose, except for I do want Chicago to win a couple games so they don't get that number 1 pick, and I want the freaking Panthers to win a couple games so they don't get that number 1 pick. So that's what we got going on there. Let me know in your comment section your score prediction for this game, Lions and Ravens. Who do you got winning? Who do you got losing? Let's get that done, folks.